Hi viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Nandakumar. In the last class I was discussing about parts of speech and I have completed the discussion on noun, pronoun and verb and adverb, right? So in this video I am going to discuss another most important parts of speech English grammar, that is the adjectives, right? So what is this adjectives? What are the examples of adjectives, and what are the types of adjectives, and where we have to use adjectives and where we are not supposed to use adjectives. So in this video we are going to learn all these things, right? So first we will look at the what is adjectives. Adjectives which modifies or describes the noun, right? Adjectives modifies or describe the noun or pronoun, right? So for instance here, good, beautiful, nice, gorgeous, big, right? Big, small. So these are the adjectives, right? Right. So why these are adjectives? Because these words, these adjectives describes the noun, right? So for example, if I say the house is the house is big. Here big is adjectives. Why? Because it modifies the noun, that is the house. Right. Then the sky, the sky is dark. Here dark is an adjective because it modifies, describes the noun sky, right? So here we have some other examples. He is a good boy. Here good. What kind of boy he is? He is a good boy. Here good is adjectives, right? She is beautiful girl. She is beautiful girl. Here beautiful is adjectives because it modifies, describes the pronoun called she, right? Then Sonia's hair is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Here gorgeous. Gorgeous which means attractive, beautiful, right? Dazzling, right? So gorgeous. So what kind of hair Sonia has? She has gorgeous hair, right? Here gorgeous is adjectives, right? Then I met a homeless person in Dharwad, right? Homeless. What kind of people I meet in Harvard? Homeless people. Here homeless is, right, adjectives. Then this house is bigger than that one. Here big, big, bigger, biggest, degrees of comparison, right? So here bigger is adjectives which modifies the verb, sorry, noun, that is the house, right? So then if you look at the usage, where we should use adjectives and where we are not supposed to use adjectives, right? If you look at these things, no, so here we have adjective often comes before noun. Adjective, we usually use adjectives before noun. For instance, no, here a, a green car, right? A dark sky, right? For example, no, if I make it in a sentence, no, it it is a green car. Green car. What kind of car it is? It is a green car. Here green, green is adjectives which used before noun, right? So then here car is noun, right? It is a green car. What kind of car it is? It is a green car. Here car is noun, adjectives is used before noun, right? So then it is a dark sky. For example, no, it is a dark sky, right? Here dark is adjectives used before noun. Noun here is sky, right? So an interesting story. Interesting, here interesting is adjectives, right? So for example, it is an interesting story. Interesting story, right? Interesting story. Right, here interesting is an adjective which is used before noun. Right, then we have, and sometimes an adjective comes after verb. Right, sometimes no, we use adjectives after verb. So where we should use it? So here you could say my car is green. So I told you here adjectives is used before noun and here after verb, right? So for example, my car is green. Here green is adjectives which is used before verb, that is the is, right? Then the sky becomes dark. Here dark is adjectives which is comes after verb, right? Here verb is became, right? Then his stories seemed interesting. Here interesting is adjectives which is used after verb. Here verb is seemed, right? So then, so we also use adjectives which modifies the pronoun, right? As I told you, she is beautiful, right? Here beautiful is adjectives which modifies the noun she, right? For instance, he is small boy. He is small boy, right? Here small is adjectives, right? Which modifies the noun. What kind of boy he is? Is a small boy, right? Then they were empty. Here empty is adjectives, right? I thought it seems strange. Here strange is adjectives. So those are not expensive. Here expensive is adjective, right? So then so we also use adjectives in comparative degrees, right? You might have heard the degrees of comparison in English grammar, right? So there are three mainly, there are three types of degrees of comparison we have in English grammar. What are those? We have positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. So in comparative degree, so when we talk about two things, we can compare them. So when we are going to talk about two things, two persons, we should compare them. We are going to compare it, right? So we can see if they are the same or different. Perhaps they are same in the same ways and different in other ways. We can use comparative adjectives to describe the difference, right? So when we are going to talk about two things, two people, we should use comparative adjectives, right? So here we have some examples regarding comparative adjectives, right? So comparative adjectives, look at the example. America is big. America is big, but Russia is bigger. Here bigger is comparative adjectives which compares, right? America and Russia, right? So America is a big country, right? So compared to America, Russia is bigger, right? Russia is bigger one, right? So here bigger is comparative adjectives, right? Then I want to have more powerful computer, right? Here more powerful, right? More powerful computer is comparative adjectives, right? Then is French more difficult than English? So here more difficult, right? It is a comparative adjectives which compares French and English, right? Compared to French, no, English is difficult one, like that, right? Mars is smaller than Earth. Mars is smaller than Earth, right? Here smaller is comparative adjectives which compares the Earth and Mars, right? Then Mars is more distant from the Sun. Here more distance which compares the Sun and Mars. Then Mars is colder than Earth. Colder, Colder is comparative adjectives which compares earth and Mars, right? So then we have superlative adjectives, right? So what are those superlative adjectives? A superlative adjective express the extreme or highest degree of quality, right? We use a superlative adjective to describe the extreme quality one thing in a group of things, right? See here, Canada, we have China, Russia are big countries, but Russia is biggest. See, Canada, China and Russia are big countries, right? But Russia is biggest compared to China and Canada. Here, Russia is biggest one. Here, biggest is superlative adjectives, right? So then, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Here, highest, biggest, smallest, wisest, yes, right? So here, highest mountain is superlative adjectives, right? Then Jupiter is the most distant from the sun, most distant from, right? Here is, it is a superlative, adjectives, right? Then we have preposition, right? So we have discussed what is, adjectives and what are the types of adjectives. As I told you, we have comparative adjectives and superlative adjectives, right? So I have given you so many examples regarding it, right? So now we will look at another most important and significant vibrant component of English grammar, that is the preposition. Preposition is a parts of speech in English grammar, right? So this is very important, right? So we use preposition before nouns to form a phrase that shows where, when, how, why, where. So where the action is done, where the subject is. So we use preposition to tell the relationship or the place of a subject, right? So for instance, we have in, above, to, for, at, beside, inside, above, below, under, in, into, onto. There are ample of prepositions we have in English grammar, right? So I have taken some of simple, easiest, right, prepositions, right? So what are those? Now we have Michael is hiding under the bed. Here, under. Where does Michael is hiding? Where is Michael is hiding? Michael is hiding under the bed. Under, here, under. It tells the place where does Michael hiding or hides, right? So here Michael is, so here under is preposition, right? Then he sat on the chair. Here on is prepositions which tells the placement of pronoun or the noun, right? So where did he sit? He sat on the chair, right? Here on is prepositions which tells the place of a noun or pronoun. Then the pen is on the table. The pen is on the table. The pen is on the table. Here on is preposition which tells the place of a subject, right? Then he came by bus. How did he come? He came by bus, right? Here by is preposition, right? So let us give you some more examples regarding preposition, right? The book is on the round table. On, here on is preposition. Where does the book is? The book is on the table, right? On. We will meet in November. Here in, right? In is preposition, right? I send the information by email. How does I send the message? How did I send the message? I send the message by email. Here by By is preposition, right? Then the food is on the table. On. Here on is preposition. She lives in Japan. Where does she live? She lives in Japan. Here in. In is preposition. I ate an apple before coming to college. Before coming to college, I ate an apple. Here before is adjectives. So prepositions of time, here at, in, on. So these three prepositions are very important. So we commit so many mistakes while using these three prepositions. What are those? Those are at, in, on. We must know the usage of these three prepositions, right? So where we should use at, where we are not supposed to use at, where we should use in, on, where we are not supposed to use on, in, right? So now I'm going to tell you the usage of these three, prepositions. Here, at is used for precious time. At is used for precious place or time. For example, no, I am at new bus stand in Gadag. Here, I am at the new bus stand, specific place. I am at the new bus stand in Gadag. Right, so in Gadag. So we should not say I am at the Gadag. I am at the Gadag. It is wrong. I am in the Gadag is right. Right. But at is more specific. We should tell the specific place, specific time. Right. So for example, I am at new bus stand in Gadag. Here at is used to tell specific place, that is the new bus stand, right? Then I am at the door in the classroom, at the door, right? Specific place in classroom, no, where I'm standing at the door, right? I am at the door in the classroom, right? So I am at Jubilee Circle in Dharwad, right? At is used when we are going to tell specific place, right? So we also use at to show, to tell the specific time. For example, i will meet you at night. I will meet you at night. Here at night, specific or precious time, right? Then she meets me at lunchtime, right? Lunchtime, right? Here lunchtime, specific precious time. When we are going to tell precious time, we should use at, right? So then we have another preposition, that is the in, where we should use this in. In is used for when we are going to tell months, year, centuries and long period, right? For example, I was born in 1995. Here, when we are going to tell the year, when we are going to tell year, we should use in, right? When we are going to tell months, for example, I will meet you in in January, right? January. Here, when we are going to tell the month, specific name of a month, we should use in, right? Then we should use in when we are going to tell centuries, long periods, right? So there also we should use in, right? So then we have on, where we should use on. We should use on when we are going to tell the days or the date, specific day or the date. So let me give you, some more examples regarding it, right? So for example, I was born on 13th April. 13th April. Here. So I'm telling you specific date. When we are going to tell the specific date, no? So we should use on, right? When we are going to tell a specific day, right? I was born on Monday. Monday. Here, when we are going to tell the specific day, on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Sunday, right? So when we are going to tell the specific days or dates, no, we should use on, right? So now we will look at, so in detail about, prepositions. So I have a meeting at I have a meeting at 9 p.m. here at 9 p.m. Right. So at 9 p.m. I'm going to, here it shows the precious time, specific time. No? So that's why at is used. The shop closes at midnight here at, right. So John went to home at lunchtime, right. In England it is often shown in December, right. I told you we should use at when we are going to tell precious time, precious place, right. At 9 p.m., at 6 p.m., right. At midnight, at lunchtime, right. When we are going to tell the specific precious time, no, we should use at. When we are going to tell, right, months, name of a month, name of a weeks, right, name of a, days, we should use in, right. In England it is often snow in December, right. Do you think we will go to Jupiter in the future? When we are going to tell centuries, long periods, no, we should use in. There should be a lot of progress in next century. When we are going to tell the centuries, no, so we should use in, right. So do you work on Monday, right. I told you we should use on when we are going to tell the specific date or day, here on Monday, right. Her birthday is on 20th November. On is used when we are going to tell the specific date, 20th November. Where will you be on New Year, right. Where will you be on New Year day? Here on is used when we are going to tell the, specific date, right. So then here we have some more example. Here we have ball, right. The ball is on the table, right. The ball is on the table, right. The ball is on the table, right. The ball is above the table, right. The ball is above the table. There must be a place between ball and box, right. So that's why the ball is above the box. Then the ball is over the, box. So then the ball is in front of the box. For example, let me tell you one more example. The pen is in front of me, in front of, right. Then the ball is beside the box, beside the box, and the ball is below the box. There must be place between box and ball, right. The ball is below the box, the ball is under the box, the ball is behind the, box. For example, the board is behind me, behind, right? So then, so I'm going to give you some more examples, right, regarding at, in, on, right? So at night, right? For example, the stars shine at night, precious time, right? I don't usually work at the weekend, precious time. I stay with my family at Christmas. Precious time. Right. When we are going to tell precious time, precious place, no, we should use it at. We finished the test at the same time. At the same time. He is not home at present. At present. Present. Precious time. We should use at. Right. So then where we should use in and on. For example, I will come to college in the morning, right? For example, no, we should use when we are going to tell a general when we are going to tell general, no, so we should use in. I will come to college in the morning. But when we are going to tell the specific day of morning, no, I will come to college on Thursday or Tuesday morning on. When we are going to tell the specific day, right, so we should use on. I will come to college in the morning. I don't know which day, but here I will come to college on Tuesday morning. When we are going to tell the specific day, no, we should use on, right? In the morning, on Saturday's morning, right? In the afternoon, on Sunday's afternoon, in the evening, on Monday's evening, right? So this is the exact, so in is general, but on is specific one, more specific one, right? So in this video I have told you, I have discussed about, adjectives, preposition and conjunction. In the next video we will discuss other, grammar parts, right? Thank you for watching this video.